Welcome back, everyone. This is the Agency Rocket Show, and I'm Liz Hunt. And joining me today, I have got some 3 DayCloudians with me. Again, Chelsea is on maternity leave, and it is the longest maternity leave of my life. We miss her deeply. But in lieu of Miss Chelsea being gone, I've got some crew members from DayCloud with me. Everybody say hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Okay, everyone, starting with Keaton, introduce yourselves.
Hello, I'm Keaton Haynes. I'm the marketing coordinator at DayCloud. I do a lot of things. I love to write. That's kind of what my main thing is. I copyright, but I also do social media. I show up on this show sometimes. You know, I kind of just do whatever Liz asks me to. I'm like a lapdog. It's great.
Kyler, how about you?
Yeah, I'm Kyler. Started here as a social media intern, so I do a lot of social media stuff, a lot of video editing. I think that's pretty fun. I like making things silly and funny. Do some website stuff, and whatever Liz asks, or Keaton asks, or Maren, whoever has something that they need done, I try and help. I'm the lapdog's lapdog.
Oh my goodness.
We have like a Russian nesting doll situation happening here.
I love it. All right, Miss Maren, you're next.
All right. I'm a junior designer here at DayCloud. I also kind of do whatever, though. Sometimes it's social media posts, sometimes it's websites, sometimes it's logos. I suppose I'm also in the Russian nesting doll system. Yeah, I do a little bit of everything here at DayCloud, but mostly I just try to make things pretty.
I love it. I love it. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining me today. Super fun to have you all. And I am so excited about this episode today because I think it was Kyler or Keaton, somebody, one of you had the idea to do basically the Agency Rocket Show Awards for this year, the 2025 awards for best brands, worst brands, best ad campaigns, worst ad campaigns. And I love that idea. And I mean, you guys know how much I love giving my opinion on people's work. So this is right in our wheelhouse. So, I mean, I am a creative director, so this is what we do. And so that's what we are going to do today. We all came with our best and worst of rebrands, ad campaigns, and we're handing out awards today for the Agency Rocket Show. And I feel like I'm in for a treat, but our listeners definitely are as well. Let's kick it off with, I always want to start with the worst, but I think we should start with the best. We should start with the best rebrands of 2025. Who wants to go first? Kyler, I think you should go first.
I can go first.
I
want to go first.
Let's do it. Who was your pick for a rebrand of 2025, Kyler?
I picked Mountain Dew, their rebrand. Okay. I like it a lot. I like that they transitioned away from the very like neon-y epic gamer type brand. Like,
okay,
when I grew up with Mountain Dew, it was like Mountain Dew Voltage, like electricity and like gamer Halo stuff, which was, I mean, when I was 11 and 12, that was sick. But it also, I think, added to their electricity, almost added to the neon-y sludgy acidness of the drink itself. Like, it made it feel even more like a chemical and not a drink. Now they're like refreshing Mountain Dew, and they have like a lot more themes of like nature, and the logo type mimics more what they had in the past, like their older logos above it. And I think that looks really sick too. A lot of brands are now kind of going with a more vintage retro-y look with their older logos, but I think it's still different enough, and it doesn't necessarily look like a lot of the other logos that are doing the same thing. So I don't think it's samey like other rebrands. And they have a bunch of new ads around it too, and those ads are funny. I think the packaging looks really good now. I just think it looks like more attractive to purchase it and less embarrassing to drink, for lack of like a better word. Like, I don't think I'm drinking like gamer juice anymore.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time I drank Mountain Dew, but
you're not drinking
it just
cancer
seems,
water.
yeah. It feels like something that I can put in my body and not turn into Spider-Man.
Oh,
but if that was a thing,
I mean,
I would also buy that.
Yeah, I would totally do that.
So natural, this drink.
Yeah. See, I do love like what they've done with this, but I would actually say that I love their ad campaign probably more than their rebrand for this one. Like, I would probably go so far as to say this is like one of my top 3 ad campaigns for 2025. They had that big dude with the green fluffy coat, and I just thought it was the funniest freaking thing ever. And so I love that they kind of married those two concepts. I think the branding is fine. I see what you're saying about it. Them kind of toning down the unnatural looking pieces of it. I totally see that. I do like what they did with the logo type, but I think their ad campaign was better than even their brand. Keaton, Maren, what do you guys think?
Oh,
this
we
is
can't
a podcast.
hear
I don't
you.
know if you guys knew that the point was to like have conversations. So you know, the point is to talk.
Maren is speaking. I can't hear her. I don't know if.
All right, back after minor technical difficulty. What I do really like about this rebrand is kind of the graphic elements that they've added. Like you said too, Tyler, it's nice to see not gamer juice. I was not even allowed to drink Mountain Dew growing up. My mom was a dental assistant. She was like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. You can't have it. You can't have this.
Gosh.
So it's not going to convince me to drink it, but I do think it's a good rebrand, and I think that the sort of added mountain elements is clever, and I think it does add a more natural feel. I kind of agree with all of your thoughts. I think it's a nice rebrand.
Yeah, I feel the same. I kind of like that they brought in that yellow in the newer one. It's just like, I don't know, it's less highlighter green than it used to be. They're still bringing it in. It feels like electric. It feels energetic, just having that extra like pop in there, but it's not so much as to be like, I'm literally blinding you. I think it's nice because the name is literally Mountain Dew. And like growing up, it just, I guess for me, like as a 9-year-old, I'm not thinking like mountains and dew on leaves. You know, I'm not thinking about literally the name Mountain Dew. It's become so synonymous with just like its own thing that I'm not even associating it with like the words that it's trying to evoke. Like it was so detached from anything natural that it wasn't even clicking in my head. So
yeah,
I think they've brought it back to that for sure.
Yeah.
Fun fact about Mountain Dew, it was invented to be mixed with moonshine during Prohibition. Moonshine was like so difficult to drink, and they were like, we need something strong to mix it with, so that they made Mountain Dew, and they're like, no, it's kind of,
it makes sense. Yeah, it's very limey, it's very citrusy. That would probably cancel out the alcoholic taste a little bit because it has that like high citrus flavor.
Mm-hmm. Mountain Dew and gasoline, that's my go-to.
That's so funny. I love it. That cracks me up.
Them Appalachians.
All right, any other? Yeah, right? Mm-hmm. Any other thoughts about this rebrand?
I like it.
I think it's good. Yeah, I think it's a good rebrand.
Okay. I think it's fine. I would give it probably like a 1 out of 10. I would give it like a solid 6. Like, it's not amazing, but it's also not bad, you know? Like, it's a solid 6.
And not bad these days is flying colors passing. So that's so true. Maren, let's talk about your rebrand of 2025. Let's hear it.
My first contender is GF Smith.
I love it.
Which is a British paper company. And I know you love color as much as I do, Liz, which is why I'm so obsessed with this rebrand. Because if you look at their kind of old branding, they really took it. And in a world of
minimalizing all of these logos and taking brands and kind of stripping the life out of them. This company did the exact opposite. They took a logo that didn't have a lot of life and they added that color. They added whimsy. It's tons of fun. It's unique. I love the way the typography kind of like bends into the background. I think it's super cool and unique. And yeah, the way I would also say their ad, I could also put them in ad campaign.
Yeah.
Even just having their website, like Color Lives With Us. I think that's a really cool thing to do. And I think we need more companies doing stuff like this because I'm tired of people rebranding and making everything simple and gray. I'm sick of it. So this was a breath of fresh air, in my opinion. So that's why I'm so obsessed with this one. Just like, look at that. Oh, it's beautiful.
This is funny that you chose this as your best because I chose it as my least favorite.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Which I could go into why right now, but I can let others speak and then talk about why I hate it. Hate's a strong word. I had to like
by all means, Kyler.
Yeah, I would love
you have the floor.
So I don't think it's necessarily terrible, and I do appreciate people trying to do something different and adding character, and I don't like the minimalism trend of companies like let's just make this as simple as possible. And again, like I had to dig for this because the worst rebrands were already nominated, but like I wouldn't put this in the top 3. But the thing that I don't like about it is it just reminds me of every single brand that I see in Target now, of just these like it's using the exact same color palette, like the bendy font. Like if you go to the like smiley face logo that they have now, like I look at it and I just think like Poppy, I think like Cloud protein popcorn, I think every prebiotic soda, like it just doesn't, I don't look at that and see paper. And I think the logo before is actually pretty cool. I think it's both historical and also simple, but also like different. I like how the GF is spaced. And I do like that they're pivoting towards like the creatives and like pushing that message because it's the people using their paper. But also like, I don't know, like it's trying something different in the sense of what they were doing before. But at the same time, it feels like so many other new, very popular brands that I don't know, are using similar colors and designs and messaging, and in their like attempt to be very, very different to me, they almost feel exactly the same as everything else now. And they're a paper company. I'm sure their biggest customers aren't even the creatives that they're touting. It's like offices that are ordering thousands of fax sheets in bulk. So I wonder, like, how much are they actually supporting creatives? Which maybe they're doing plenty, and that is awesome. They're getting
a Bendy Award instead.
Yeah, I would hop in here. I used to work at a printing shop. With all of the different like paper brands that I would see on the pallets being shipped in, this would stand out a lot, and I appreciate their use of the CMYK here a little bit more. I feel like it does feel very much like catered towards color printers. I think that that's a fun choice, especially because it's like they're showing kind of the vibrancy of their paper. They're showing like what, like almost implying what you can do on their paper with a digital print. It's gonna look clean, it's gonna look crisp, all the colors are gonna pop out. In this case, like while I agree with you that they sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. I was just gonna add to your CMYK thing, especially because CMYK is known for being like muted, and it's like it'd be like the RGB versus CMYK, and the CMYK is super dull. So I think that's a really good point.
Yeah. So while I would agree with you that like yes, it does kind of look a lot like the Target brands. I feel like it fits within its niche, I suppose, is kind of what I'm thinking.
I think you guys are all sort of right and sort of wrong. When it comes to branding, I think the logo has to be timeless. And the new actual logo is not timeless. It is trendy. It is, to Kyler's point, it is something that is on trend. The logo that they have on the left is something that is timeless. I think if they wanted to do something to update it, like I think adding color was a great idea, but turning it into a smiley face is kitschy, and I think it looks really freaking stupid, actually. However, the corresponding brand campaign that came out of it is beautiful. I love it. I love the colors, and I love the typeface choices, and I love the like copy, and all of this stuff is awesome. They didn't need to change the actual logo mark to do something like this. They needed to keep the logo as is. And this is something that a lot of retail brands actually do, and do it well. They keep their logo actually very, very simple. They just change everything else around it to stay up on trends. That's where they went wrong with this brand. They should have kept the logo exactly how it was and then changed everything else around it, because that's how you stay up on trends in a retail space. This piece right here is where they went wrong, but everything else that they did was great. You know, because it's great to look like Target. Why wouldn't you want to keep up on stuff that is like on trend and what, you know, consumers are looking for, what designers are looking for, but you don't go from a very classic, timeless logo to whatever the heck that is. Because that looks like a intern freshman from, you know, art school created.
I'm gonna put this as my ad campaign.
Yes.
And not the...
I do like the messaging and the ads. Those do look good.
Yes. That's the thing. Is like the whole campaign is beautiful.
Really just the fact that someone was doing like adding color, please.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah. I love it.
Carving for colors.
Yes.
Like,
and
you will get millennial gray and you will like it.
Yeah.
No.
Well, and like they could have added color to their current logo. Like they could have just instead of black and white or whatever it is, you know, gray, if it's, you know, they could have done that, but they didn't have to turn it into a nasty freaking smiley face. Like, what? No, don't do that. That just ruined it.
Okay.
That took them from being like cool and like having some riz, right? To like absolutely like kitschy and gross.
GF Smith has Riz.
GF Smith has Riz. You heard it here, folks.
GF
Smith had Riz.
Had Riz.
GF Smith had Riz.
First they were dope.
Past
now
tense.
They are nope.
Okay, I do want to talk about the other one I have on my list, which is a logo that I love what they did with it.
Are we talking about the Lays?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. This was also Liz's
nominee. I had this
nominee.
one on mine too.
I knew that was on yours as well. I didn't know if we could do double nominees too, so that was another thing.
We make our own rules.
I love that. I love what they did with this.
Oh, I do too.
So much.
There's
great. So much to talk about with it, but it just is it's fantastic. Like I have no notes. There's no notes. I'm like, good job, Lays.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, tell us more about why you love it.
Okay. So, for one thing, I love that the red swoop actually follows the direction of the typography and it has more movement. Because that has always irked me is the spacing on the old one. Why is it going, why is it cut off weird? I don't understand. So that was just immediately. I love I love the sun rays. I love these sort of.
I do too.
The little graphic element. It adds something without maybe like the last one where it's like, it's not such a complete departure from their other brand.
Yeah.
But it is still, it adds sort of a fun graphic element to it.
Yes.
And the fact that it looks like a sun and it's just radiating out of it is cool.
Oh yeah.
I think using the gradient was dating the logo a little bit. And I think it was kind of good to drop that as well. And then again, just how the typography actually like moves and has a flow to it as opposed to being kind of just like clipping mask on object.
Yeah. This version of the typography feels way more intentional and like somebody actually like knew what they were doing when they were laying out the characters together. For example, how the bottom of the L, the bar of it, and the tip of it is going into the little indent on the A. Stuff like that. They are paying attention to those kinds of details. Whereas the one previously, they weren't necessarily paying attention to those kinds of details, if you can see.
Yeah, we have it coming in here, but it's just kind of like...
This has always bothered me. I'm so glad they fixed this.
Yes. And that, the stroke on the Y, like, is so obnoxious. Like, how it's...
Apostrophe is going off the edge, but then, like, nothing, and then, like, the Y, but nothing else really is. Yeah. And then L is so close to the edge of the, like, I hate it.
I think I hate this one more, though. I feel like this one is still worse.
That looks like Minion's head.
They just...
It reminds me of, like... It looks like someone, like, drew the L, and then they're like, I'm out of space. Like, I need to kind of squeeze in the S here, because it's just so big.
It looks like somebody badly cut it out with a pair of safety scissors. Like, it just hurts me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's painful. Yeah, the letters line up way better.
So much nicer. Again, I don't know why the old ones, the past 3 iterations, the red banner does not follow the typography. I don't know why they decided to have it go the opposite way. I don't know. But
and the margins are not all the same everywhere on the other one. I know. Yeah. I love it too. And one of the things I love so much are the pieces outside of the actual mark. The little textured bars that are like bursting out even past it. And one of the reasons I love that is that they took those and how they have iterated those outside of just this piece. I love this. I love how they were able to develop it out, and they didn't stick to like just one kind of version of it, but they played around with it a little bit more. They took it even further, and I love what they did with it. I think it's beautiful. I like that it feels, I like the texture of it. I just love what they did with it.
A new look is on the way.
Yeah.
Okay, so it hasn't been implemented quite yet, but it's on the way.
It's in production.
We're getting there.
I think it's cool.
Yeah, Kyler, Keaton, what are your thoughts? Awesome. Yeah,
I like it. I mean, exactly what you were saying. Like, I was thinking also just like this section right here is very balanced, and it makes me very happy. It's just how everything just clicks right here. It's so clean. It's so well spaced, and like you said, very, very intentional in comparison to some of these older ones where you're seeing like how this just kind of comes off. Or like this one just kind of weirdly just sticks out just barely, you know, this little apostrophe. Here, they've actually bothered to give it just a little bit of like lining on the outside. So it doesn't feel like it's just floating away. It's grounded. Everything feels like it's like anchored in and like very compact, very comfortable. So I really like it. And even like here, they do have just barely gradient here, I feel like, where it's just the softest little sunburst coming out, and I think that really just like rounds the whole thing out rather than that very exaggerated gradient that they used to have.
Oh yeah for sure.
It's a weird compliment, but I feel like looking at them like, that's a chip. Like, that's a chip company.
Yeah,
right there.
That's a chip.
Either that,
it's crispy.
Either
that is a crispy logo.
They like sell motor oil, but like really good motor oil. Like, you can trust Lay's oil in your vehicle. Like, I don't know. Like, it just looks reliable.
I see oil, but I'm thinking more like sunflower or like canola oil. Maybe
not motor oil. I'm putting that in my truck.
I mean, they are in the food business. Yeah. That's so funny.
I just trust them.
I trust them.
I know that this bag is going to be crunchy. Yeah.
Okay. What's next? Keaton, you want to go?
Well, yeah, I can go. So mine is interesting because I have opinions on this one. And my thing is, I don't think that it's the best rebrand, but I think that it's a step forward. I've seen some, let me explain. I've seen some people that have taken what has been done with this rebrand and elevating it, and I think we need to push further, because I would say that as it is now, it would qualify a little bit as a rebland, as Liz has called them. But this is Korean Air, and I think that we're going in the right direction, but I don't think it's quite there yet. I don't think that they should have removed the red from here. So I think that it's starting to feel more...
Red bird is kind of sick.
Yeah, it's kind of sweet, right? So I think that we're going somewhere. I think that the way that they've used the taeguk here, I think that that's interesting. I think that it's starting to look more like an airline.
It looked like Pepsi before.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah, it looked like Pepsi before. Yes, the taeguk does look a little bit like Pepsi. And I think that people were kind of just thinking on the back of the airplane, it was looking like Pepsi.
Airlines has a very similar red and blue swoosh
yes.
thing. Planes too.
Yeah, like I like what they're doing with the typeface. I think the typeface is clean. I think it's clean. It feels like an airline now versus before it just kind of felt like they had an identity and it was cultural, and I liked that. I don't like that they've removed a lot of the Hangul from this. So it doesn't quite have like the Korean characters as much in there. I think they could bring that forward more, and I'll show an example in just a second. But for me, I feel like we are going somewhere good. This is cool. You know, I would totally wear something with this logo on it.
I do like that.
Yeah,
it's cool.
So, old airplane, you know, baby blue, and once again, kind of the Pepsi taeguk here. This is just, it's cleaner, but let me pull it up here.
I think the logo looks better on a plane.
I think,
I agree.
Right. I think we could elevate it a little bit, though. Like, I think what this person has done here is also very interesting. They've still kind of utilized a similar face here, but they're bringing in just a little bit more of the red, which I think that if they just brought a little bit more of the red in, I think we'd be sitting pretty.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
That's pretty.
I love that someone on Reddit decided to
redo it.
Yeah.
Korean Air's rebrand.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, someone always decides. Like, internship.
Yes. But it's clean. I'm a fan. I like how they're bringing the Hangul in here.
Yeah.
Like that. I feel like we need more Hangul in this rebrand officially. Bringing the flag here.
Does the logo mark, what does it mean?
So it is the taeguk. It's the symbol that's in the center of the Korean flag.
Oh, okay.
Now I get it.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's...
Before I was just like, that looks like something I could throw, and it would go far.
Tennis ball.
Yes, it is a beautiful, beautiful tennis ball representing the balance and polarity of the universe.
Oh my gosh.
But yes. So I like where we're going. For me,
Yeah.
my nominee here is just, I think that it needed an update, and I don't think it's bad. I think that we needed an update, and I think that we could elevate it a little bit more. But I actually like where it's at right now.
Yeah.
So.
I like that it kind of looks like a spinning propeller.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it does.
Mm-hmm.
It does. Yeah. It's definitely a step in the right direction. So one of the things about like different colors is, you know, blue is kind of like a recessive color. And so it doesn't stand out as much. But it is a very, like, stable, it makes you feel good, comfortable color for a lot of people. But it doesn't stand out, right? And so I agree that having some of the red in there would help it. Yeah, I mean, that is getting kind of nitpicky from where they came from. So,
yeah.
I mean, it's great. I always think going from where they were to like something like what they have now is a more simplified, again, timeless look is always a better step, you know? So yeah, I think it's great.
Yeah. I'd feel safe on this plane. I would get on this plane and not feel like I'm going to crash and die. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I like how it looks on the tail. I think that looks cool.
Mm-hmm. See, that would be a great spot to have it be red. Just the whole logo mark be red, you know?
It's just so clean. It just feels, it feels classy to me.
It is classy. I do like the type on it too. The logo type they're using. It goes well. Mine, I have two also because I'm a designer and I want to have two. One of mine is the U.S. Department of Energy. And I wanted to talk about this mostly because I just think it's fun. I love talking about rebrands. And it's the government. And I was so surprised by what they did. And having logos with ridiculously long names in them is very hard to do. And having logos for the US government is very hard to do. And so I wanted to talk about this one for those two reasons. The US Department of Energy, they did a rebrand this year. And you'll notice a couple things. How they handled the US Department of. It's always like, for real, the longest titles ever. They kept, obviously, energy kind of like the main focus and main thing. But I appreciated what they did here. I felt like they made some good choices, especially considering where they came from, which is the top one. It was green. And they're, and like not a pretty green. It was a kind of just like downer of a green. And then they had their seal of who knows what because no one can read it. And then they updated it to this really bright, honestly energizing new brand. And I love what they did with the E. And then it's a little cheesy, but I still can appreciate and find some fun. And the fact that in the negative space, they have their little lightning bolt in there between the E and the R. I feel like this was a good, like, fun job that they did for their rebrand of the U.S. Department of Energy. Yeah, so they have their logo cool. Mark here. Yes. And I think they did a good job with it, you know? They utilized what they had well, and they made it nice and bright and punchy, approachable, and all the good stuff. That was one of my rebrands that I liked from this year.
I like the logo mark a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, the logo mark is very sweet.
I wonder, is there a rhyme or reason behind blue, yellow, and green?
It looks like here the fresh mix feels energetic and modern and ties into sustainability, growth, and innovation themes. Yellow stands for solar energy, green for renewables like wind and bioenergy, and blue for electric power and advanced tech.
They each mean a different type of energy.
That's nice. I like it. The only thing that, which I feel like such an old man on this podcast, being like, oh, that brand, I don't like the smiley face. What are they doing being happy? But for this, I like, a part of me kind of likes the like old government crests. Even if they don't like look good necessarily, I just think like
interesting.
They go back like so far, and I don't necessarily like how it looks, but I like the concept of like 300 years later, someone like working in a building, the crest and logo was made literally 300 years prior to, as like a symbol of like not necessarily tradition, but just like reliability and perseverance. And I think that's like kind of a cool trait to have in like a structure.
Interesting.
Like to have so much history behind it, but I don't think it looks good. I'm not gonna say like it looks cool or anything. Like a lot of state flags look terrible, Nebraska's especially. So I think this new logo looks a lot better, and I really like the lightning bolt in the middle. But old crests can be cool.
Yeah. Do you also believe
it's more
women
about
should vote and children should be in labor?
You know, I think children yearn for the mines. I think Minecraft is a peak example of that.
Children yearn for the mines.
I'll say it first. I support renewable energy. I support green energy. I'm, just frack it all. Just keep fracking. God. We don't have enough fracking these days, and that's what I don't like about this new logo. It tells me to not frack.
Oh my God. Sorry, Keaton. What were you saying?
Clip that quote.
No.
I think one thing, and I don't know, maybe it's just like my untrained eye, like my very amateur designer eye, but there's just something about the G and the Y that are bothering me and where they're kind of sitting with one another.
Ooh. Tell me more.
I kind of like how they almost touch. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, up here there's too much space, but like here it's just, I don't know, there's something about this balance here that's just bothering me, and I can't really put my finger on it. I don't really know how I would fix it. I don't know if it's because the G is so rounded. I'm not entirely sold on that part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
It is wonky.
Yeah, it just looks a little funky to me.
Okay, so my next one is the Stella Artois, apparently is how you pronounce it. I'm not a beer drinker, but I've been informed that that's how you pronounce it. And I've actually always thought that their branding was beautiful, but I love what they've done with their rebrand. So you can see the before and after. And I think some of it is like they didn't do a ton to this version of the rebrand. I think they simplified it quite a bit. They obviously added a little bit of color, but the thing that I really love is that they added like a secondary mark. So this puppy is, I think it's just like so beautiful that they added this extra piece, because I love the typography. I love the logo mark that they have with this. I think that this is like a beautiful addition to their already like beautiful brand that they have. The typography that they have for this brand is wonderful. I think it's timeless, it's classic, it's, again, not a beer drinker, but I feel like this is like a very elevated, sophisticated brand. So I don't know what the beer tastes like. I don't know if it's even, okay, I don't know if it's good beer or whatever, but the branding itself is so on point. And I just love that they added kind of this like extra little piece that they can use. And I've seen them use it in some really cool ways. They've got
that's beautiful.
I know. They've got versions of
God.
Oh, I love the animation.
I know.
Yeah.
This and the Lay's chips are some of my favorite rebrands for the year.
I didn't even know this happened.
I know.
That's beautiful.
Yes, that's the one that I wanted to point out, because they use that as a version, like the horizontal
on the tab handle.
Not horizontal.
That's gorgeous on the tab handle.
Yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm. It's so beautiful. And I think if you keep going, there's a couple of them. I think I saw it like on the side of a can somewhere.
God, it's beautiful.
There's that. Yeah, there's that version. Cool.
Adding that to the, I love that.
I know. They just like knew what they were doing and knew how to handle the brand in such a beautiful way. And again, the typography is like, it's
perfect.
It's so perfect. Yes. They just, and that animation piece where it's coming out of the center, I love it.
Even just the choice here with this little change.
I like that.
That's just beautiful.
I mean, I really like that they made the old logo easier to like read and see the elements, but also keeping like basically everything.
Yeah, they didn't mess it up.
Yeah, because before it was just kind of like, oh, there's some flourishes on there. I don't think I've ever actually like
looked at them.
Really looked at it, but having the colors to separate things out makes it a lot easier to tell what it is. And I think that kind of provides maybe some, like, even if you don't know what any of it means, like the history of the brand is more apparent because of that. I think that's cool.
Yeah, you can tell it's that sophisticated, but also the history. I love that. You're totally right. That's pinpointing it perfectly. You can feel the historical elements through there with the update.
That's sort of like off-white too. Kind of feels.
God, like look at that
paper. Oh, that is gorgeous.
That's just beautiful.
Awesome. It's so beautiful. I know.
It's so elevated.
I've not seen any of this.
So elevated. I know.
The animations are awesome too.
The animations are so cool.
Yeah. It's very clean.
Love all over again. I can't get over that it's beer. Because
I know it doesn't feel like beer.
I'm like, whatever. Like, they have the money to spend on a rebrand as good as this. So, like, good for them.
This is giving the champagne of beers. Sorry.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Sparkling wines giving champagne.
I'm not usually a beer drinker either, but I'll think twice if next time I'm at a dive bar and they have Stella Artois.
Yes. Yes. For real. Like,
that is just gorgeous.
It's gorgeous. It's so beautiful. Yeah, hats off. Hats off.
I was gonna say that, like, I love what they did here, bringing this up and just kind of like just lengthening it up a little bit. It feels so much more balanced with the rest of the logo, and I like that they changed this text here. There's something about the dimension on the horn, and it's like they've simplified it, but it feels so much more like, I don't know, it feels more dimensional on the logo, even though it's simplified.
Yeah, the changes that they made were exactly what it needed. But they weren't overkill. They just reshaped, updated, refreshed perfectly, you know? And the typography, like, it looks the same. Like, it's maybe the same typeface. I can't quite tell because on my screen it's a little blurry, but they did something to it because it's different. Like, they made it smaller. It's a little, like, the layout is just like, it feels more intentional too.
It feels taller, just barely.
It looks different to me. Like, it looks like almost.
Yeah, the R is.
Oh, yeah, the R does look different.
The whole thing kind of looks like it's a little
smushed.
Like,
yeah.
I was like trying to smush, but not.
Yeah.
That sounds bad. I didn't mean it like that. But...
It's more compact. Yeah.
Yes. There we go.
Yeah.
That's much better.
Yeah. Everything just feels a lot more locked in, which is nice.
Yes. It does feel more locked in.
The spacing. Like, the spacing.
Yeah. It's better spacing. I agree. Whew. Chills.
Yeah. Seriously. I'd say out of all the nominees today, this is the best one.
Yeah.
My favorite. For sure.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah, I agree. And the campaign that they have with it is awesome. Like, what they've done with it, how they've used it throughout different pieces, and, you know, it's perfect.
I love what they're doing here as well, because they're making it feel so elevated, but they're using it in spaces that might not be as elevated. They're keeping it very accessible for everyone as well.
Yeah.
You know, you've got like the tattoos and the more like modern person, you know, the more just it's nice that they're balancing it, because it still feels very, very classy, but they're making it relatable for everyone as well.
Yeah. Pretentious.
It doesn't feel pretentious.
That's true.
No.
Yeah, that's true.
It feels elevated, but not pretentious, which is kind of hard to do.
Yeah, not exclusive.
Detailed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want
smart.
it to feel too expensive, because you don't want to alienate your audience with beer.
Yeah.
Exactly. Especially with beer. Yeah.
Well, I would say that is a wrap for today's episode We just did the best rebrands according to our Agency Rocket Show Awards. Did the best rebrands for 2025. I think next time we're going to probably talk through the worst rebrands of 2025. So stay tuned for that. And if you liked this episode, like, share, follow, and we will see you soon. Bye. 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 Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.